Ladies, gentlemen, and all the people of the URL club, we are here. Gamers, ready to game.
We're gaming. We're back to gaming.
Yeah. Your favorite gamers here that also make music are here to talk about the Game of the Year nominees. We're going to have predictions and whatever else there is. I mean, some of us are more gaming than others. I think Tess has played all of them, she said.
I haven't played Black Myth Wukong, but I was working as a games journalist for about half of this year and a good chunk of last year. So I've played a lot of these, and I have a lot of opinions about the Game Awards this year, actually. So this is going to be me popping off a lot.
I think it's going to be a lot of me and Erin being like, ooh, this one's cool, and Tess is being like, no. And we'll be like, yeah, no, never mind. I don't think that shit's cool at all.
Probably.
Because I think I've played like one or two of them.
I don't think I've played any of them.
Yeah.
I stick to like the same 4 games, so
Yeah,
that's kind of on me.
I'm the same way. I play a lot of the same games because I like them.
Did Splatoon 3 come out this year?
No.
Should have been Game of the Year anyways.
Did it get Game of the Year when the year it came out?
I don't think it was even nominated.
No, scam. Well, I guess we dive on in, huh?
Babe, I'm sure with you it won R34's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're not back.
Oh, we're back.
We're fucking back with the bangers.
Look, they have the Silent Hill 2 save things on the table.
Napkins. So yeah, this is our first Game of the Year nomination here. So our actual first one is going to be Astro Bot. Before we watch, has anyone played this one?
For context.
Yeah.
I think for context here, we're talking about the Game Awards Game of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Other outlets and other creators are going to have like different Game of the Year takes. Some might be better, some might be worse. That's like not really what we're talking about. I'm gonna have a year-end list up on one of my socials. You can check out what I have up there.
Cool.
But yeah, this is a discussion about the Game Awards, December 12th.
This isn't like
the game commercials.
This isn't our opinion. This is like we're just reviewing other people's opinion and shitting on them. So. Anyways.
Yeah, a little bit, and I mean, and our opinion a little bit,
and a little bit of our opinion.
Shitting on the professional's opinion.
Yeah, they don't know anything, huh? Well, Tess is the professional, actually, so.
But first game we're talking about is Astro Bot. That was the first of the nominations.
Okay.
I played a lot of Astro Bot. Let's watch the trailer and we can come back to my takes and everyone else's takes.
PlayStation, a classic PlayStation game. You're just gonna have to pretend like you can see it. They're cute little guys.
I love a cute little guy.
I love a cute little guy. Oh, the whole game is a cute little guy, isn't it?
Have you not heard of this game?
Oh, I played the first one.
The one that comes with
the one
PS5?
that played with I played on Tess's PS5. Yeah. Oh, this game's phenomenal. Yeah. It's like
this is like more of that, but you go through levels and try and. It's like an actual like Mario style like platformer.
Oh, okay. It's like a cutesy version of Ratchet and Clank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, kind of. It's really fun.
Yeah. So the main gimmick here is that all of the levels like have some sort of theming tied to a big PlayStation franchise. So you'll find other little robots, and they might be dressed like Kratos from God of War or Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and like some of the abilities are tied to those games too, or like at least thematically relevant.
Okay, so this is just like PlayStation's like just game almost, like they got every cool little thing in it.
Yeah, this is basically like the whole like Astro Bot thing is just a celebration of PlayStation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks like it. They got the PS. It looks like a PlayStation
they got
guy.
Ape Escape.
Let's go.
This looks so cute.
Yeah, this is adorable.
It's fun. The only like real like I played a little bit with Tess, but they had a booth displaying it at Evo, and so we got to play a level there.
Ooh, fun. Yeah, I mean, shit. 10 out of 10. As of right now, that's at the top of my list. I'll tell you what. Oh shit, we're getting lore.
It's Kratos.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's
September. Oh, so it's like kind of new.
that's the point, by the way. all the game of the year.
Well, I figured it came out in 2024, but like it came out late in 2024.
Oh, I hear
That's
you.
why
Yeah,
I'm like,
Oh.
duh.
I think this
No,
is the latest
really?
pick on the list besides Metaphor.
I
I'm
like
not
that.
going to spoil my game of the year pick just yet from the list here, but I will say that Astro Bot is one of the 2 games I have tied for my pick off of the Game Awards list.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, from what I saw, it looks like a really cute game and looks like a whole lot of fun. Looks like it kept reminding me of Ratchet and Clank. If you guys, I mean, maybe a little less, but like similar, you know, maybe like something kind of like that, you know. You guys
For
played
sure.
that one? You guys?
No, I didn't have a PlayStation growing up, so I didn't play any of the PlayStation platformers.
Okay.
I had an Xbox and then I had Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay.
I also
Like-
just think like Astro Bot probably has like the most consistently excellent game design and level design
Mm.
of like any platformer I've played this generation. Like everything about it feels really good. All of the level designs are really smart. They're fun to play through, and they're like, I want to say they're challenging, but like they do have little challenge levels that are actually difficult. Like this is
Okay.
a game you could sit down and play with your kid, and they'd have a great time. Or it's a game you could sit down and like kind of not sweat in, but like sit down as an adult and still find some challenge in. I just think it's a game for everyone, and it's like perfect. Astro Bot is easily deserving of this nomination.
Cool. Erin, what do you think of Astro Bot?
I think it just looks so cutie, and I think how much is it?
I think it's a $70, right?
70.
Yeah, yeah.
What do I
it's
look
a-
like?
I think it might be 50 actually.
I think I'll just be watching the gameplay videos. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a 50. I don't think it's a full priced game because Sony doesn't really take the Astro Bot IP seriously.
Hmm.
Even though it's like the only exclusive they released this year people give a shit about. So maybe
Interesting.
Sony should pay attention to that. But
Yeah.
we don't need my hating on the PlayStation brand right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. As of right now, that's a good pick.
I'll say if I had the money, would play.
True. All right, on to the next one then, huh? Balatro.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
We were just
Oh,
getting.
this is the one we were just watching. Oh.
Yeah, we watched Michelle play
Michelle
this.
has 8 hours in this in 3
I
days,
started it, like,
right?
2 or 3 days ago.
The
yeah.
grind.
It's lit.
Ranked
Hello to Jimbo.
Balatro.
He's just a joker. In any other game, he is left out the deck and has no value. But in Balatro, Jimbo and other jokers upgrade your poker hands, allowing you to create powerful card synergies. Every run requires a new strategy. Harness these jokers to their full potential and optimize your deck to defeat tricky enemy boss blinds. Wield the mystic power of tarot cards to enhance.
Oh yeah, Jared, you hear the
Oh.
music? That's the music I was trying to get like playing earlier.
It's cool. I still like that there's tarot cards in this.
You do or don't?
You don't like tarot cards?
No, I said, do you like it or not?
I do, yeah.
Balatro has multiplier
Cool.
cards, lucky cards, glass cards, bonus cards, steel cards, and stone cards. Keep an eye
Stone
out for
cards.
This trailer isn't really making me want to play it though.
That's what I'm about to say.
each joker like foil, holographic, polychrome.
To be fair, I don't know that you could make a trailer for Balatro that like sells it.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like more of a. When I watched it, it looked like a lot of fun.
Yo, let's watch the Princess Peach Showtime trailer. That was up for Game of the Year, right?
Was
No.
yeah, no, that one. I mean, the trailer was like not great, is what I'll say. But how would you make it great? It's a poker game.
Hard to really sell like a card game like that.
Yeah. that's
You
what
guys
I'm
want to?
Yeah.
You guys want to ditch the video and watch Freebirds?
Yes.
Free bird.
Back
But
to it.
I think Balatro feels special to me in part because it's you can play it on mobile. Like you can get it on iPhone for like $10. And that's like where I have most of my hours. Like I own it on Steam. I played a couple hours and I waited for the iPad and iPhone version, and now I have like at least a dozen.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I love Balatro. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a real testament to like what you can do with a simple idea.
Yeah.
And also like a real testament to like the power of indie games to just like capture people's attention.
yeah.
Like that game was made by like probably 2 or 3 people in just fucking probably remotely over Zoom. And it's competing for Game of the Year against stuff made by like teams of hundreds if not thousands of people.
yeah.
and it deserves to be. It's one of the better games on this list. So
Yeah, it does seem like just like, the good concept. Sometimes a good concept's better than anything else. So,
I love how they started out the video like justice for the Joker card.
yeah, Joker never gets used.
Poor guy.
we
Yeah.
love the Joker around here, folks. Except Joker Folie à Deux. We don't love Joker Folie à Deux.
I'm beefing with that fucking movie. Don't even get me started. Fucking on to the next game, bro. Don't get me.
So we have Black Myth Wukong now. This is our third nomination.
Okay. Damn. Monkey.
This music's kind of lit.
Hey, Loki is. Whoa, that's a pretty cool little guy. Oh, friend.
Bug.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard like sus things about like the development of this game from
Yes.
people and stuff. But with that aside, because I don't know enough about it, I guess, to like really be like, oh, fuck the devs, because I don't know. It looks cool. It kind of looks like maybe, I'm not gonna like say anything, but it kind of looks like a worse version of Elden Ring. Kind of looks like
That's
that to me.
That's my thing with it. A lot of people right now this game is getting nominated for like innovative game design on Steam.
Hmm.
And no one has been able to articulate me a single thing that it does that's like new or innovative. I don't know that there has been some sus stuff with development. I don't know about a lot of it. A lot of it we don't really have answers to. But one thing I do know about the development is when they sent review codes out for this game, they embargoed that you couldn't say anything woke about it. So
It's
that's
nothing.
a huge L. I overall, this is probably my bottom of the list. This is what I want to win the least for Game of the Year.
Okay, so you're hating on this one.
A little bit. Like I'm sure here's my thing. I'm sure it's like a solid 8.5 like out of 10 action game, right?
Yeah.
But that's like not what Game of the Year is for. Game of the Year is for something that pushes the envelope. It's for something that's like exceptional or outstanding. And Black Myth Wukong is like dollar store Sekiro.
Yeah, I mean, I
like-
mean, it looks cool. It looks like it's got some cool level designs and some cool boss designs, and I've seen people play it. I've watched people play it, and it looks like a good time, but also does just kind of look like
Elden Ring.
another one of those fucking games that's just like, I don't know. There's like a million games like it, I feel like, in my opinion.
Yeah. I also think a lot of the people really championing it are the people who are like, oh, they were anti-woke with embargo. Like,
See, that's fucking
go that.
lame.
So I don't know. I'm not a lover of Black Myth Wukong. I played like an hour and a half and I refunded it. It's the only game that on this list that I don't have a substantial amount of time in.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's deserving of Game of the Year.
Okay.
see.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Erin, any word about the Wukong trailer?
Yeah, I mean it looked interesting, but I mean I haven't played any of those like that style of game, but like based off of the gameplay that we saw in the trailer and then the gameplay that I've seen of Elden Ring, it did look very similar. Like
That is
just
what I'm
Elden
saying.
Ring but monk.
Monkey Elden Ring. Okay,
which is cool. But then, like, why'd you have the same game nominated twice?
that
You
is a
know,
good point you bring
We're
up.
getting into Elden Ring now, and this is the most controversial take on the internet
Yeah, this one's
right
crazy because
now.
it's not a game.
wait, what do
Yeah,
you
it's
mean
not a game. This is an
game?
add-on.
This was a DLC, so
I
this.
was wondering. I was like, hasn't Elden Ring been out for like
Yeah.
forever?
So we'll watch the trailer and see what they
So
have
it's like
to.
an expansion pack.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But
Yeah.
but it might as well have been a new game, to be honest, is what I've heard.
My loyal blade
Yes and no.
and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song.
I mean, shit looks fucking sick.
I mean, it's Elden Ring. Like,
Yeah.
For redemption.
Worm.
The answer, sadly, is clear.
Oh.
The mere sight of your blade sets my heart aflutter. All the more I yearn to crush it in my grasp.
The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame.
Ooh, that's sick.
I mean, shit looks fucking dope. To be completely fucking honest.
have you played Elden Ring at all?
Like a level, and I died like 100 times in a row. So I was like, I'm actually sick of this.
I have never.
I'm a couple bosses in.
Yeah, my friend let me play his
This battle could not be more
copy,
fitting.
and I was getting shit on. So I was like, that's enough of that.
For the birth of a new god.
Elden Ring's great, and I haven't gone to the Shadow of the Erd Tree content, but from what I've seen of it and talking to people, I think it's a great DLC. I don't think it's a game though. I don't think this is a nominee for Game of the Year.
Do they have like an expansion pack section in the Game Awards?
No, they should. I think that's like
this
the
is like
the
a
big
great
lesson with this
opportunity.
one.
Yeah.
I think the other thing with this is that this DLC launched. Press liked it, but was like, "This is way too fucking hard." And then there was like days of backlash against it,
Be my
and the
consort.
whole launch was kind of mismanaged.
I see.
It sounds like people are just really bad at games.
Yeah, it sounds like a skill issue to me.
Skill issue.
Skill issue, get better. Get
So
fucking
I
better.
think part of it is skill issue. I think the other part of it is that like they did have to go through and do extensive rebalancing.
I see.
it
can't be Elden Ring.
So
Um,
like to me, I think if a game's going to launch and be game of the year, it probably shouldn't need extensive patching. Like, what are we evaluating this on
That's
launch? Or
fair.
are we evaluating it after patches?
After patches.
Also, it's a DLC.
I,
Like,
I'm
I
gonna,
don't know.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What makes a game? What makes a game then? You know, like what's the difference between it being on the same, like it's on the same engine, sure, but like it's still like, it's from everything I've seen, it looks like just kind of like Elden Ring 2, low key, but they just
You
don't want
play
to
with the same character. You carry over all your inventory. It's.
Yeah, why not though? Like why is that bad? Like
I don't
say-
think it's bad. I just like I don't think it's like a new product. I think it's expanding on one, and like
would you say
there's nothing
that
wrong with growing on a thing. It's just like it should be its own category.
Would you say that Black Ops 2 and 3 are the same game because you play, or like I guess more like Black Ops 1 and 2 are the same game because you play as the same character, and you know it's just it's kind of an expansion of the series, or
No,
it
because it has like a new story. It doesn't
okay?
carry over like literally save data.
Hmm.
There's a whole new set of maps. There's a whole new set of levels.
What about that?
There's
What
system
was
level
that? What was
changes.
that Mario Bowser game? That Mario Odyssey Bowser game? Would that be its own game, or that just be DLC?
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
they almost did him a favor by.
I'd say DLC for that one too. That one also think received some nominations. Though that one was like a repackage on a new system with at least like system level changes to the rest of it. I'm not saying that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree doesn't deserve its flowers. I just don't. I think there's like a certain level of from software exceptionalism that happens at the Game Awards. And like I don't know. I just think give DLC its own category.
Maybe.
Especially
Behind that.
since every time From Software releases something, they pretty much are shooing to win it.
Okay, yeah, I
Um,
guess I didn't know about all that. I was just saying, what I've seen, it seems like a really fucking cool. I don't know. It seems like a cool thing that
It
maybe.
does seem- I always like when a trailer like has like there was like they were giving lore. Like it felt more of like a trailer versus like the Wukong trailer was like it was just a video of gameplay.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know. I'm like I don't know what that game is about. But this watching the Elden Ring one, I feel like you like oh, there's something that's important. There's like you see like the characters are telling you things that seem important.
yeah.
It makes more sense watching the trailer. Anyways,
I'm gonna make my stance and say I'm saying it's game. Crazy stance. I'm
I
saying
still
it's
like
game.
Astro Bot.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm gonna consider it as game, not as.
Oh.
I know it's an expansion, but like, you have to pay. I don't know. They could have gone the scumbag way and done the fucking Modern Warfare 3 shit and just been like, yeah, this add-on is now a game. You know what I'm
Here's
saying?
the thing. I think Shadow of the Erd Tree is big enough that they could add like a little bit more content and do that. Here's the other thing I will say. As much as like I don't think this should be considered in this category, it is by far the best DLC of the year.
Sure.
Dude,
Like
are
it
there
is
a lot
it
of
is
DLCs
I
every
think
year?
it should be its own thing, but for what it is the best of what it is.
It looks sick.
I think it looked dope.
I think
and
I would enjoy playing that.
sometimes I'll think like, if it's dope, it's dope.
I'm a fantasy hoe. That looks sick.
Yeah, it should look cool, but I'm not good at those type of games, so I'm not playing it. I'm terrible at those type of games. We're on to the next one. I can probably guess that this is Tess's pick, but that's all I'm gonna say.
What is the Final Fantasy franchise? Like,
Good question.
someone's gonna take me out back and
He-
shoot me, but what is it?
Okay, so Final Fantasy
Ooh, you're
was
about to
a
get educated.
franchise started in Japan in the 80s. It started as a turn-based RPG. It kind of borrowed a lot from the Dragon Quest series, which was like
What's RPG?
more or less the first kind of like modern
role-playing
RPG
game.
series. Basically each numbered entry is its own like standalone world and everything. You don't need to play any of the other ones. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second part of a remake of the seventh game in the series. It's yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy has a history pretty much longer than anything else in gaming. But I don't know. I dig these games.
Yeah,
A lot of them at least. There's
Tess
also a
loves-
lot that are shitters.
Tess loves Final Fantasy so much she hurt her hand because of it.
Damn.
Happens.
We don't
Happens.
need to talk about that.
It
Okay.
happens. I'll tell you what.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, run it. Let's
go.
watch the trailer.
The PlayStation logo is always
It's
so
upon
jarring.
us.
Yeah.
The reunion. When worlds merge. Good, Aerith. Pray.
Shorty.
What
Sorry.
happened to this place?
The world's ending.
Fucking
That's what
gooner
everyone
next
say.
to me.
Aaron! No! Cloud! Cloud!
She needs you. Go.
Oh, the friend just got smited.
Not on my ship.
There will be consequences.
Now, make us proud.
She'll go far.
Hey, get a room, will ya?
Take care of Aerith for me. Fire! proud. Bring me the black materia.
For real though.
Whatever happens, I'm here for you.
Wow, that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. That trailer had me fucking more confused about what Final Fantasy is than before I watched it. To be honest with you.
That's not a great trailer, but Final Fantasy Rebirth is a really, really good game. It's not, as you predicted, my game of the year.
Oh,
Oh.
don't
But
lie. Don't lie to
it's
me
quite
right
high
now.
up there.
There's no need to
Um,
lie.
I will say, out of all of the games that are nominated, I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth might be the best value here.
Hmm.
You get so much fucking game for your money. It's the only game this generation that's required to ship on 2 discs.
way.
2 discs?
Yeah, so it's literally like a almost 200 gigabyte worth of content game.
Damn.
Which is crazy. It's great. I don't want to say anything for people who haven't played the first one. Because you do need to play remake before playing this, or you probably should. But yeah, Rebirth is just a great value. All of the combat systems feel better. And the characters are just as good as they've ever been. It's hard to find anything to knock this game. Still though, not my pick for game of the year.
Shit looked cool. I mean, I've seen you play quite a bit of Final Fantasy. Shit looks fun. I mean, I'm really just not into that sort of game, but like if I was, I assume I'll be like, hell yeah.
It looks very like visually appealing.
Yeah,
And I love that.
Yeah, Aaron, what's visually appealing about it, huh?
Well,
And Tess, what's
shorty.
visually appealing
B,
about it?
Well, like when they like zoomed into the faces, like the detail in like the eyes.
No, I know. I was joking
was
with
pretty
you
sick.
because I knew you were excited about the girl.
Shorty.
I mean, Aerith and Tifa are both bad as fuck. They were like the original like waifu war in gaming for the most part, where people were like really up in arms, like arguing about it.
Like, no, she's the waifu. No, the other
yeah.
one's the waifu.
So to see them come back and do that to a whole new generation of gamers is really lit.
Let's look at Aerith from the original Final Fantasy VII.
Team Aerith, by the way.
Aerith?
Or
Is-
team Tifa.
Is Aerith the fucking redheaded chick? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Aerith, and
Ah,
then Tifa is
the
the
shorty.
girl with the black hair. Tifa is so bad.
Aerith,
I
I
She
mean,
is.
that's the OG one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually an upgrade. Dude.
There's,
the other
Man,
one,
that's actually
Tifa?
super cool. Like,
Yeah, Tifa. I love Tifa. Tifa's like one of my favorite. She
Oh,
might be
wait,
my
I
favorite
lied.
Final Fantasy VII girl.
oh,
All right, she is my favorite Final Fantasy VII girl. She might be my favorite Final Fantasy girl. Period.
what's the new one look like? Where's the new one? New Tifa? Is she in she's in this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are just remakes of 7,
Okay.
but with some big asterisks.
Oh,
Like,
damn,
they
this
do
is-
change quite a bit.
Oh.
This
but-
is it even says debate. Holy shit.
yeah.
like, there's, like,
you,
people-
there. I will spoil one slight thing about Rebirth. There's a level in the middle of this game where you get to go on a date between the two of them as one of them,
No
and it
way.
is like fire. It is peak.
Well, I'll
Aaron-
play it just for that.
Aaron, who you choosing? Which team you on? Aerith or Tifa?
I on it both.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. Come on.
Maybe Aerith.
Aaron,
she's a
me
cutie.
too.
Aerith is a cutie.
Cutie.
I like her jewelry too. Like she's got really cool necklaces on in that.
Sam. Aaron's just a womanizer. She said both.
I also say both, but if I have to pick one, it's gonna be Tifa for me.
I know why.
I hate the like ominous air you're hanging over this podcast.
I'd have dirt. I don't know.
Now that we're done fucking gooning, can we go to the next fucking metaphor?
This is our last game.
Metaphor
what is this?
Refantazio.
I feel like I've never
This is
heard of it.
Some
this
gay
is another
shit.
Japanese RPG game from this time from Atlas instead of Square Enix. This is a really interesting game in terms of like what it is. There's like a series of games called Persona that Persona
Oh.
helped inspire Pokemon. It helped inspire a bunch of other major RPG series.
Were you playing this one the other
no.
day? Because I think
was.
I saw you playing this one. It looked fucking sick.
Yeah, but basically Persona never really took off in the US until the 5th entry, and the creator of that series left afterward and is now making this.
Okay. Damn, okay.
To me, these are more than empty words.
We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny.
I'll get fucked.
With our own hands.
Yeah, this one looked cool.
I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
What?
Take cover.
Attack in any number.
I mean,
That
shit
looks sick.
visually looks really fucking cool.
That one also did like make me actually want to play the
Yeah,
game.
same. Like I think the art of the fucking trailer is important here.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I only
Yeah.
watched like maybe like 2 of these, 2.5.
Astro
of
Bot,
these
I thought, did a
wanted
great
me,
job.
Like, made me want to play the game though.
Astro Bot made me want to play the game. Elden Ring made me want to play the game, and Metaphor made me want to play
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Those ads were fucking killer.
If you want to play Metaphor, you can play the first 8 hours or so for free.
for free.
That's also so based. What?
You can also
Yeah,
watch
so
the
basically
first
there's
6
a
minutes of.
huge demo.
You can also watch the first 6 minutes of Craven the Hunter for free on YouTube.
Huh?
It's true.
Sony uploaded it yesterday.
What is?
What is that?
That's
But,
the new it's the same universe as Venom.
Okay.
Yeah. Metaphor is my personal pick. That's what I voted for when I submitted my sheet.
You
Um,
submitted a
I
sheet.
think it's just. Yeah, I mean, when I went through the site and I submitted all my voting for all of the categories,
You're on the fucking. I didn't know you were on the board of voting.
anyone can vote on this.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you look like
I
you
would've
just-
voted
it
for the
says sign
finals.
in to vote.
But yeah, when I went through and I voted for Game of the Year, my pick was Metaphor. I think this game's great. It looks great. The combat is really cool. They took the Persona combat system and they like evolved it with a job system and kind of all these other things that are like not necessarily like super new ideas overall, but really new to like the Atlas RPG kind of ecosystem. And it all comes together to just make something that feels really unique.
Yeah.
I also think that like the story feels extremely sincere and like very hard on sleeve, which is increasingly rare these days, especially in like RPGs. It takes on darkness without being overly bleak, and it also does it without being like grim dark at all. Like this is a game that was rated T for teen, but can still take on like heavy topic matter and subjects in a way that feels really like poignant and well crafted. And yeah, I mean, I think just to overhaul the way that Atlas has been making RPGs for so many years with something that feels so fresh is like just super special.
Yeah.
I love this game. Yeah.
Shit looks fucking cool. I mean, I would play it for sure. Yeah, I've seen you play it too, because this is the one where you have like your whole crew, right? And you like fucking tell them to do shit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Yeah, you came over while I was like running through the last dungeon in the demo.
Yeah.
I've since played past that point and into the main game a fair amount. I
Nice.
haven't finished it yet. I've taken a little detour to go back to some Game of the Year nominees from years past. But
So Tess, I guess I wanted to ask you this: how is the nominees decided? Who decides that? Is it also
that's
just
decided
votes?
by a committee at the Game Awards.
Okay, I was
That's
gonna
not
say.
open.
I was gonna say if that's just votes, then like people are just gonna vote on the last game. So
Yeah, so it is decided by committee. There
okay,
is also a award given by Game of the Year that isn't decided like entirely by or it's given by the Game Awards that's decided entirely by like people without the press involved.
nice.
Because the way the Game Awards work is like people vote and that counts, but that's like not necessarily what decides it.
Oh wow.
Um,
So one could
the
get
way
the popular
people,
vote, and the other one could just win.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The Game Awards is like it's kind of like the Oscars if they had like a popular vote or like any major award show.
Right.
Basically, I don't know exactly how it's calculated, but people can vote, and then whatever wins the popular vote counts as however many votes towards the actual polling.
Okay.
Um, so, and honestly, I think that's an okay way to do it. There are other Game of the Year competitions that take like entirely like people's votes into account. But I think for the Game Awards and what they do, I like their system more or less. I don't like the Game Awards mostly, but
Oh, interesting.
um, I think their voting system isn't the problem. I think their big problem is just that they've turned into the commercials. But like people watch it for trailers,
Oh, I
and
see.
they cut like a lot of developers and people who are winning awards off from speaking,
Oh,
and I think that
what?
sucks. Like if you're gonna give someone an award, give them more than like 8 seconds to accept it.
Yeah, what? Like
Um,
let them talk about their masterpiece they made and shit.
Yeah, like imagine watching the Grammys and they're like, "Oh, shut up, Beyonce. We got to advertise the new Drake album," and then they just run commercials for that over and over again. That's the
Oh,
Game Awards.
it's kind of lame.
Um,
Yeah, that'd be fucking like. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I understand it now. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, okay, so I guess now is our time. We cast our votes. Oh, I guess Tess already told us her vote.
Yes.
What I would say after watching all of these, I'm gonna say, okay, I know you guys don't think it's the game, but I'm gonna say Elden Ring, Shadow of the. That's one I would choose just because it looked like the one I would want to play the most out of any of these. But if we're, yeah, that's the one I'm casting my vote as I would want to win, just because I would be most likely to play that one if I was gonna play any of these. So that's my vote. Ersley, what's your vote
Astro Bot.
and why?
I feel like that was something that I would like genuinely enjoy and like not have to dump a bunch of time into to enjoy. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I would just start off and it
Yeah.
would be silly and goofy and fun. Like a lot of like Elden Ring and Final Fantasy and Metaphor, it seems like I would like have to dump some time into it to like start to get the payoff.
that is true.
Oh, for sure.
And I simply don't have the patience for that.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor Refantazio are both like 50-hour plus games. Like,
Like,
yeah,
it
there's
looks super
100%
sick.
investment there that you do not need for Astro Bot.
Yeah, and I just like I don't know if I could get that investment. Like I like playing games, but I'm not a hardcore gamer. So I need it to be like a very something that I can play casually. And Astro Bot seems like that would be the one.
All right. Michelle, what are you choosing?
Wave Race 64.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
I do want to say my favorite game of this year is not nominated. It's Silent Hill 2 Remake.
Okay.
But of the nominees, probably Balatro.
Okay, I respect it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go through. Fuck it. Yeah, let's go through and say what like games we liked the most. I would say definitely for me, it's the finals. I've sunk, I think 600 hours into it this year, which is kind of sad. But
Did it come out this year or did it come out late last year?
it came out like December of last year or
Okay.
some shit. But like I count it as this year because I'm like that's when I got some serious time on it, you know. So and I think most people are the same because it was like season 1 was like starting in December of last year or something. So yeah. But I think that's my game of the year right now. If of the games I've played, Erin.
Does it have to come out this year?
No, just the game you liked
Yeah,
this year.
anytime. Just the game that resonated with you most that you played this year.
Yeah.
Well, I did get back into Minecraft this year, so that was lit. But also finals has been a lot of fun. Like I'm not good at it. I'm okay at it. But I'm still having fun with it.
I thought you were gonna say Fall Guys for sure.
I like Fall Guys, but I don't know, it's there's only so much there.
There's only so much falling you can do,
There's
huh?
only so much falling you can do.
I guess so. Michelle, any games that you just? I think didn't you already say your Silent Hill too? Yeah.
Wave Race 64. I mostly do retro. I got really into Burnout 3.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're on the retro
Yeah,
grind.
I love Burnout 3. Silent Hill 2, both the old one and the new one.
True.
Quake.
My personal game of the year, like besides Metaphor, which was my vote for this, is probably I'm gonna cheat and list 2, but I've been playing the Nier games. So Nier Replicant version 1.2247, whatever the rest of the number is, and then Nier Automata. I think those games are just like super touching. I kind of started this year playing Replicant, and now as the year closes out, I'm finally onto the sequel. Love the madness of Yoko Taro. Love the worlds and the game design and the characters. I cried so long at the end of Replicant.
Damn.
Yeah, like I don't know, a really pretty game that is like a shock that it got made. Both of them, just like you can feel so much love and like weird personal energy coming from the director through them. So that's super
Nice.
cool.
You're such a weeb.
What?
I say you're such a weeb.
I'm not a weeb. Yeah, I am. I can't
what,
deny
Tess?
it.
I respect you for sharing. I'm not gonna call you.
And
weeb.
then I'm also going to throw in here my predictions for what I think will actually win Game of the Year.
Okay.
And at the Game Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Should we
prediction.
go through a different couple of categories?
Wait.
If
Tess, what's the prediction? Tell us what's gonna happen.
my prediction is that it's either going to be Black Myth Wukong or Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. My feeling is because of the backlash, Black Myth Wukong is going to win, and then Erd Tree is going to win Best Game Direction.
Why would the backlash help Black Myth Wukong win?
Because I think a lot of people don't want Elden Ring to win right now because it's it's DLC.
Oh, that's
So
like
I think
a big
a lot of
thing,
people
huh?
who would have voted for that are going to vote for Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
I think it's also just like look at the player bases here. Like Final Fantasy VII and Metaphor are directly poaching each other's player base. Like they're appealing to like pretty hardcore JRPG fans.
Yeah.
I could also see Astro Bot getting it, but I think people are too cynical for that. Like I think it's gonna be Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
see
it's not
Balatro
serious
or
enough.
Astro Bot beating either of those games, and I agree with you where the fan base is kind of split between. Yeah, I could see that because they're all the fan base would also be split between Elden Ring and Black Myth. But if people are like really mad about the whole Elden Ring thing, then
Did Elden Ring win the year it was nominated? Okay.
It did.
so I guess
That's
if
the other
people don't
thing.
want it, if people don't want to see them win, then I think
Yeah, that's
I think that's the
sound
other thing. I
logic.
think people are going to be like, it already won Game of the Year. It doesn't need a second Game of the Year.
sure.
Next.
That's fair.
Yeah, let's take a look at these categories real quick. Best game, same games. Okay, interesting.
Why is it the same
Yeah.
games?
Best Game Direction ends up sort of being a lot of time what has happened in recent years is popular pick will get Game of the Year, and then Best Game Direction will kind of go to like the artsier game or the one that's like more of a press favorite.
Okay, so it's like usually the same.
I could see Erd Tree winning this, or if it's not Erd Tree, it's going to be Metaphor, I think, here.
Okay. Next. Best narrative. Let's see if I know any of these. Oh, your game
Yeah,
right
Silent
there.
Hill 2.
Yeah, there it is.
I think Silent Hill 2 has a chance here, but I also think because it's a remake, it might not get too much of a look.
Yeah, but says Final Fantasy. Or unless you
is-
think it'll go to Metaphor.
All right.
I think it's gonna be Metaphor or Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth changes like a substantial amount of the original game. I think it will go to Metaphor. I could also see Like a Dragon clinching it.
Nice.
So I've heard a lot of people complain about the story in that game. Apparently it works better as like an 8th installment than it does a standalone experience.
It do be the 8th installment, don't it? All right.
yeah.
Well,
So
best art direction. I just hope Neva wins. That looks crazy. The art looks so
Yeah,
cool.
Neva or Neva
Oh,
deserves to win this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
really
don't even know what it
really
is.
like
It
the
just
Elden
looks
Ring
sick.
art direction.
You did or did not?
I really.
I was
like
gonna
the
say. I
Elden
was
Ring
like,
art.
I was watching.
I'm a big Elden Ring fan. I love Elden
When I was
Ring.
watching that ad just now, I was like, damn, this shit looks
so
crazy.
Pretty. Like it looks so cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. Elden Ring does look amazing. So
I think Neva is going to win this one.
yeah, that shit looks sick.
Or if it's not that, it's either going to be Metaphor or Erd Tree. Like I don't think Black Myth Wukong or Astro Bot really have a chance.
Ooh, who's Stellar Blade? Huh.
And you say I'm the gooner.
This one is easily, I think, Rebirth.
Okay, yeah. Best score in music. I haven't heard any of these, so I can't even say anything.
I think
Astrobot
it's
being
easily
on there is
Rebirth.
hilarious,
I think
though.
if Silent Hill 2 had a bigger soundtrack, it would be up there.
The
I
thing
think
with the
Stellar
Silent Hill
Blade
soundtrack is
shouldn't
they
be
brought the
nominated.
original person back, but I don't know if
that's
that's
cool.
enough to like actually win the score.
That's actually pretty. That's pretty dope.
I
though.
think the other thing
Silent Hill
is
score
that
is, like,
Silent
really
Hill 2
influential.
has a really great soundtrack, but it's like a pretty contained and short
Yeah.
one. I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just has like so much different music in it.
Nice.
Like the soundtrack is probably 2 to 3 times the length of any other game here.
Next.
So it's like, yeah, on achievement alone, I think it is up
Audio
there.
design. Black Ops 6 for audio
Silent
design.
Hill 2, hands down.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2.
I think it's kind of strange that Black Ops is even making an appearance on audio design. I mean,
Me and Tess
Yeah,
were
that's a
playing
little
the
bit.
Silent Hill remake in here with her fucking Dolby Atmos, and there are things like if a monster is coming from that side of the screen, it'd be coming out of that speaker, and both of us would be like just like looking over our shoulder
What the
every
fuck is
time.
that?
yeah. All
Silent
right.
Hill 2 is so ambient that it 100% deserves the sound design. I think that's like the soundtrack in the remake is great because the original soundtrack's great, and that's like kind of what it achieves.
it's
I think the
ambient
audio
music,
design
it
here is a
isn't-
total
yeah.
ground up thing. It's so cool.
Oh yeah. Next. Best performance.
I'll just have to take
Um,
someone's word for it. I got nothing.
Yeah, I got that.
I'm going to say Luke Roberts or Brianna White.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
On to the next one then. I can't even make a fucking innovation in accessibility. What does this mean?
Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, or content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
What did Black
This is
Ops
such-
6 do?
yeah,
to
Black
be
Ops
more
6 is-
accessible? Like, you can turn off movement to make it not make you not motion sick.
Yeah, Black Ops.
I don't
This
care about
honestly just
category.
next on this one, bruh. I don't even fucking.
Star Wars Outlaws is probably the one that actually has like the most new features. Diablo
Okay,
4,
okay.
I don't know why it's on here.
I don't know. And I don't even understand this
Whatever.
category, to be
Skipping
honest.
It's basically a lot of it is stuff that like makes it more accessible to people with disabilities.
Oh.
It was
okay.
it was an awards category that a couple years ago made a lot more sense because like bigger strides were being made.
Mm.
That makes sense. You said.
Whoa, the tape must have like cut out there for a second. And now we're back for Games for Impact, and we're talking about Games for Impact now.
Well, the only good game on this list is Neva, so
All right, on to the next one then. I guess Neva's winning. Best ongoing. What is this? Best?
I like games that.
so this is best game that's been continued support for a couple of
Fortnite!
years.
No, stop.
Fortnite.
Stop.
If we're talking
Fortnite?
about what's going to win, it could be either Fortnite or Final Fantasy 14. I think Final Fantasy 14 is going to win because it always wins.
I didn't even know there was a Helldivers 2. Does that mean I'm out
Oh
of
my
touch?
yeah, really? That game's lit.
I thought it was just one.
No,
Helldivers 2 is the
great.
one that you're thinking of. The first one came out years ago. It's like kind
Oh.
of a weird twin stick shooter.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember there being. Okay, I guess that makes sense. No, I knew
Yeah,
there was
I
Helldivers,
think-
but everyone just called it Helldivers. I didn't know
no
there was
one
like,
said
I didn't know it was the
Helldivers
second
2.
edition.
No one clarified.
I think Final Fantasy 14 is going to win this one again. It wins every year.
Interesting.
Or actually, no, it doesn't. It wins best community support every year.
Oh.
I don't think Helldivers has it because people haven't liked the DLC add-on. So I think it's probably going to be Fortnite or 14. But people also don't like the new 14 expansion. So
When
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite wins, you're gonna stand up and hit the gritty.
Yeah,
I
it's
will.
required. Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3 looks good.
No Man's Sky. What the
it's
fuck?
gonna be 14. This is the one that 14 always wins that I was talking about.
Actually,
Like I think
has
they've
No
won this
Man's-
5 times now.
Has No Man's Sky ever won this award? Because honestly, like it should. I'm not into that game, but
It is pretty. It's
No Man's Sky should win ongoing support, I think, like the
Yeah, 'cause
previous one.
I'm like, hasn't that game been out for like years, right?
it's been out for years, and everything they've done to like fix the game has been for free.
That's fucking dope. You love to see
They
it,
should win just
Yeah.
for that.
right?
So I mean, like it's not
No
my
Man's
kind of
Sky's
game, but
developers deserve their roses for sure.
Next. Best.
Balatro.
ooh, there's some good shit in here.
What is
Because
Animal
Animal Well's great too.
I just
It
love the
looks cool.
art on like a lot of this stuff.
UFO 50 is really fun. I've been playing that on your copy, babe. Well,
I've been playing it as well.
I started. Yeah, UFO 50 is great, but Animal Well's really good too. But still, like Balatro.
I think Balatro is going to win this.
Yeah.
Like, if this is going to be the one that Balatro wins because it doesn't win Game of the Year. But Animal Well, Neva, UFO 50 are all also great. This was a really strong year for indie titles.
Yeah.
Just all around. There's games that aren't even on here that were indies that rule.
Did Corn Kids come out this year? Corn Kids should be nominated.
Corn Kids came out this year. Mouthwashing came out this year, and then I'm blanking on it right now, but there's a bunch of other games that came out this year that were really well put together. Web fishing.
What was the Plucky Spire? Is that what it's called? The Plucky Spire.
Which one?
Plucky Squire.
The Plucky Squire.
Is that this year?
This was a fantastic year for indie games, and I wish more of them were getting their roses at the Game Awards this year. Especially considering the dire state of the mainstream industry. We should be lifting up the studios that are actually doing this without firing half their staff after every game.
On God, though.
True.
Best debut, same shit essentially.
Oh, there's
The Plucky Squire, that shit looks lit.
It'll probably be.
I
Balatro.
What is
think,
Pacific Drive? That shit looks sick. I don't even know what it is.
Pacific Drive is really cool. I don't think it's going to win this, but I could see it. Pacific Drive deserves something. It will probably not win anything.
Okay.
I think Manor Lord or Balatro is probably going to get this one. Animal Well might.
Okay.
Um,
On to the next one, I guess. Best man, get this
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
Mobile game. Yeah, get this
Oh,
shit.
Balatro. Cool.
Balatro.
Balatro, yeah.
Sweet. Okay,
Mobile
nice.
games, bro. Best AR/VR. I yet again
haven't
just
played any
no
VR
fucking
games.
idea.
What is AR?
Asgard's Wrath 2 is really well put together. I haven't played a ton
Yeah,
of
what-
it.
what
but
is
I've played a
AR
little.
is like what Apple's been doing with their shit, like where it like puts stuff in your like reality, like where it puts shit like on, like it would put something like on the table. You know what I'm saying?
That
So,
sucks.
so all of the new Meta headsets and HTC headsets also have AR support.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I knew Apple was big on the AR shit.
That sucks.
I don't know.
Yeah, they've been the pioneer.
Best action game. Warhammer.
Please,
Helldivers.
literally any of these besides Stellar Blade.
You don't fuck with Stellar Blade or what?
I played 2 hours of Stellar Blade. I thought it was
Is that the one you were telling me was just like a Bayonetta ripoff?
it's halfway between a Bayonetta and a Nier ripoff. The guy who made it really loves Nier. He's talked a lot about that. He keeps on doing interviews with the guy who created that game, where they basically just fucking jerk each other off.
You were playing this like 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, I was playing this last week. I don't think Stellar Blade is very good. I think it steals a lot from games that are better than it, and I don't think
Yeah.
it does a lot to set itself apart. It's not like a terrible game. It's just like
I hope
it's not deserving of a huge award. I would pick any of these above it.
I'll say this. I think Treyarch deserves their celebration. I think they should get this one.
No, they don't.
Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 is the best COD in such a long time. I think they should get a little bit of praise for it. And compared to the rest of the games I'm looking at all these games. The only other game I'd rather play besides BO6 on this list is maybe Helldivers.
I would much rather play Helldivers than Black Ops 6.
Well, yeah, but I think Black Ops 6 is good. So I think if they're gonna win anything for like a COD game, it would be this. So
I'll also say Helldivers 2 has been like something of a sinking ship lately.
that's what I've heard.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the Helldivers fans aren't playing it. So
I think Black Myth Wukong is going to win this. Personally, if I was going to vote, it would probably be for Warhammer,
yeah, I guess I haven't played Warhammer.
even though I have not played a ton. It's just a good shooter. I think it's
a
held
shooter?
up by its like 2010 sensibilities more than it is like a lot of other things. but you just get like a ton of content that like isn't really in games anymore.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you boot this up, you get a solid single player, you get a solid multiplayer, you get a solid wave mode. It's all there. It's all included. There's no battle pass bullshit really. It's just a complete game like
Oh,
the ones
yeah,
you got
bro.
like a couple console generations
Don't
ago.
fucking remind me about the battle pass, bro. I like that shit's what's dragging fucking COD down, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, so Warhammer I think deserves some credit for just like doing an
Not,
old school game that you buy it and it's there.
yeah, you fucking, you don't have to. Yeah. All right, on to the next one. Yeah, I mean, best.
Astro Bot.
How can they have best action adventure? Isn't that just also just action again?
I think this is more like exploratory.
Okay, sure. Then
Yeah,
Astro Bot wins.
I think Astro Bot will probably win this. I don't think Silent Hill 2 feels like an adventure game. Which is a shame because Silent Hill 2 should win some stuff. It's a great game.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, spooky. Tess, it's your game.
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma.
If Dragon's Dogma 2 worked better, it would have a really good shot at this, I think.
Yeah.
My personal opinion here is that Metaphor probably deserves it, but I hope Like a Dragon wins best RPG.
Okay.
Ryuga Gotoku Studios has just been doing like excellent work. It's probably, if I had to pick like what I think the best ongoing franchise in gaming is right now, it would be Like a Dragon. So I just want them to win something.
Cool. Nice. Best fighting. Test. This is all you.
Tekken 8 is the game that should win.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is the game that's going to win. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising is also great, but I think it's like it borrows too much from Grand Blue Fantasy Versus to like really feel like a new game.
You don't think fucking Marvel's
That's a collection. That's
a
a collection of old games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a competition.
Those games rule. They also like run better on 90s arcade cabinet hardware than they do in that collection. And that's not to talk shit. It's a really good collection. It's the best they've run on home like gaming equipment ever, at least since the Dreamcast. They're not really new games though. I'd say Tekken 8 just because it's it's a fresh title. We got a lot of changes to the series. Some of those changes have been better than others.
You can play as Bear.
You can play as the bear.
Yep. That's all you need.
Yep.
All you fucking need.
Yeah, Tekken 8's great, but Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to win this because most years at the Game Awards, a fighting game does not win the best fighting game. So
nice. Family? Best family game?
Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Astro Bot.
Yeah, all right. That's what next. I mean, Sim, bro. Frostpunk looks sick as fuck. I don't even know what it is. Looks sick though.
Frostpunk 2 is like a survival game. Like it's like a survival city builder. So it's like picture The Sims, but like the world is like covered in ice, and you're like having to do some like combat stuff too.
This sounds like Erin's game, bro.
It's really neat. I think Manor Lords is going to probably win this though.
What is Manor Lords too? Like quick summary of Manor Lords.
Manor Lords is like basically a medieval like city sim, kind of like picture Sim City, but with like again more combat set medieval era. I think the reason that game is probably going to win a bunch of stuff is because it was made by one guy, and it runs better than like any Age of Empires or like similar games that have come out in like the past 10 years, and it looks better. It looks and feels like a AAA game.
What about that one game, Tess? What about that one game we played for like 8 hours straight?
Crusader Kings.
Yeah, me, you, and Erin. Where does that stack up?
Yeah,
here?
they get. They're different. They're different levels. Like that's a whole country thing set over the course of hundreds of years. Manor Lords is like you're controlling day to day.
Oh, okay.
What's that
like
fucking
you're
game we're playing right
picking
now?
the fields to what?
What's that fucking game we're playing right now?
Chivalry 2.
Yeah, where's that?
2 rules. Jared, Aaron, you guys should play that game with
Chivalry.
us.
It's literally like COD, but you're like a knight with like a sword and stuff. So they just put you in this big ass map with like 50 players.
Oh, that
and
sounds
everyone's
actually
just
sick.
swinging their swords and like accidentally killing each other and like starting it back up again. Like
There's also if you double tap square on your controller, your character just starts screaming.
Perfect.
It's lit.
It's lit. That game's also $10 right now. So
it's so lit.
Y'all should get involved. We've been playing like all the time. It's so fun.
Best
What the
sports.
fuck are all these games?
I don't know any of these.
got
Fucking...
Let's
skip
Give
this
it
shit.
to Top Spin 2K25 IMO. That
Yeah.
game's the first Top Spin in
Best
years, at least
multiplayer.
it's
Best
new.
multiplayer. I yet again think I think COD should get this. Crazy take. I think COD should get this because I haven't felt like, I don't know. What's another game you can just get 6 motherfuckers and just play? Can you play Helldivers with 6 or
Play
bro?
with 4.
I had
play
like 8 homies in a lobby of Black Ops the other day, and like it was so much fun because like I remember all the older most new gen CODs. No one's in the voice chat saying anything ever. Whatever they did for Black Ops 6, like there's a bunch of people in the voice chat. It's a good time. I don't know. Everyone's saying shit.
I think COD could actually win this one. My personal choice is Tekken 8. Just I love fighting games.
Yeah.
It's my bias, but also a lot of people have said that they would never be able to have like sufficient rollback netcode in a 3D fighting game. And that those would never run well online and stuff like that. And Bandai Namco and Harada's team really proved everyone wrong with Tekken 8.
Nice.
That game has its problems, but it runs great and it's a real blast to play online. I also think like the lobby systems and everything really encourage people to like meet friends and play games with people and not take it too seriously in a way that is important for fighting games. Like even with horrible balancing issues and other issues plaguing that game, it's still held on a really strong player base, which is unusual in the fighting game genre.
Nice. Best adaptation. Oh, Arcane.
Wait, I'm confused. Oh, Arcane.
Yeah, Arcane.
Arcane's gonna win, and it probably should. I haven't watched Like a Dragon yet,
They made
but
a Lara
that's
Croft
the only one
anime?
that I'd be.
Arcane was so
They
fucking
did a Lara
good.
Croft anime. Well, that one's the Lara Croft anime might be great. I haven't seen it, but it definitely will not win because gamers are angry that she has like a slightly thick jaw.
Fucking stupid. All I'm saying is Arcane was ridiculously good. Anyways.
I keep hearing that.
Have you
I need
watched
to
it?
finish it.
Yeah, you
got
got
I've seen the
Tess.
first season. I've seen the first episode of season 2.
It's so good.
First episode had
Most
airs.
anticipated game is no chance. It's just gonna be GTA 6.
Yeah, what? Obviously. Like people been talking about GTA 6 for like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
The only game I could see maybe taking that is Monster Hunter Wilds, and it's just because it has a release date and it's like coming out next year.
Yeah, but the thing is I've never even heard of it.
This is-
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but like out of all of these games right now have no release date. Like they could be 3 years off.
yeah.
GTA 6 could get delayed forever. Like Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out in February, so I could see it clinching it just
It's not-
because
they
like
won't.
people fucking
No, it's
like
coming out.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
within reach. Whereas like I like Death Stranding 2 is my favorite like upcoming game on this list. Kojima could take another 3 years on it because he's too busy fucking scanning Hunter Schafer's feet. Like we don't fucking know anything about it. GTA 6 is allegedly coming out the end of next year.
Allegedly.
But
Yeah, but
so
when the
many
GTA
insiders
6
have said that it's getting delayed again.
When the trailer came
go-
out, it was like a nuke. Like everyone was watching it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any chance.
Yeah.
For any of these
Yeah,
games to not get
GTA
this
6 is
award.
winning no matter what. I don't think there's any chance
Yeah.
any other game takes it.
I think it probably will. Like I said, I think Monster Hunter could eke it out just because
It has a
recency
date.
bias. But
Yeah.
it has a date. It's like soon. It's like 2 months away.
Queso. I hope Queso wins this.
I think Queso's the only person
I'm
know.
I'm rooting Usada Pecora here, a fellow VTuber.
Oh, let's
Uh,
go. She is adorable.
Also,
Her little
she
fuck-
just like deserves her flowers. Like she's been like a rock of that community for years, and like nobody outside of Japan really talks about her. But she's great.
She's got
And
carrots
she
in her
like
hair.
appears in a lot of like things. She does a lot of cool press stuff. I don't know. She's
got a
been
little bunny
grinding.
scarf,
She's been
too.
fighting the good fight and grinding it for a while. Give her her flowers. I
I'm
think.
kind of confused about like where's Sketch on this shit, bruh. How they like Sketch like was I thought the biggest like content creator to blow. Like he blew the fuck up this year. I thought.
Yeah, but he
Am I
also
the-
had like a lot of controversies.
Controversy about what? That he made. It wasn't even like he did bad things. He literally just made like adult media for a little bit of his life. That's not like a bad thing.
I don't disagree with you. But I don't think that the Game Awards are going to put their name behind that.
Behind adult content, like half these
Yeah.
games have adult content in it.
I know, but
That's fucking
It's-
stupid. I'm gonna say that. Like That's fucking.
It's yeah. There's a big conversation to be had about who gets nominated for these awards. And yeah, I don't think it's the best.
Best esports game. Oh, what fucking the finals? What? No, I'm just kidding.
It's
not even.
League of Legends should probably just win this because it's been like 15 years and it won't fucking die.
You don't think Valorant should win?
No, Valorant. Here's the thing: League of Legends was at least like somewhat original when it came out. Like, sure, it ripped off the original Dota.
Yeah, Valorant's not original. Let's think. Yeah,
Valorant is Counter-Strike 2 with like Overwatch skins over it.
Literally is what I was telling my homie the other day. I'm like, it's literally Counter-Strike, just Weeb edition.
It's also Counter-Strike 2 came out, and now it's like a whole like engine generation ahead of Valorant, and it's just better than Valorant in almost every way.
Yeah.
So it's like, out of the shooters here, Valorant just shouldn't be anywhere near it. And then between League of Legends and Dota, it's pretty clear what has like held the audience better.
Yeah, League of Legends.
And then Mobile Legends, who's voting for a mobile game here? Get the fuck out.
Yeah. I think that it's either between Counter-Strike 2 or League of Legends is what I'll say.
Yeah, I think so too.
Best esports athlete.
Do we care?
Wait, I don't even know what any of
know
these
a
people.
single one of these guys besides Faker. I'm gonna say Faker gets it from me just because he fucking did that collab skin with Riot and they sold a fucking Ari skin for over $500.
Same shit. I don't know any of these fucking teams. Player's voice.
So this is like the player's choice, like one that we were talking about before.
Oh, like you get to choose
where it's like
one.
popular vote.
Where's the finals? Choose it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our list. I mean, that's our predictions for what's gonna happen. If you watch the full video, you got to see a professional's take and then a bunch of fucking idiots talk about games. One of us not being idiots, the rest of us, I think we're uneducated on the games, is what I'll say.
Very uneducated.
So, but yeah, there's the official URL Club picks, predictions, hopes, dreams, what have you for the 2024 Game Awards.
Yep.
Don't forget to tune in on December 12th and watch Jeff Keighley sell you cheap shit for 4 hours.
And listen.
Maybe Hideo Kojima will be there again.
To URL Club. Listen to our music. It's
listen to Pay My Fame. It's out now.
It's so good. You're gonna be blessed.
We got me, we got Jared, we got Grady, we got the YouTuber Decooters on it.
Yo.
Shout outs to Cooters, friend of the show.